Is it working this time? It's working this time! Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. God, I'm no good at this stuff. Oh, it's live! It is live! Hi guys, Todd here, vlog time. Right, this is going to be very quick, very lazy. My kind of usual stuff then. The reason for doing this on a Friday afternoon is because I've just watched the first episode. I've decided to have a half day. So I watched the first episode of Punisher and it was awesome. It was really, really good. So I'm going to take the rest of today and tomorrow and I'm going to binge on Punisher. Yes, I am. So, where did you all come from? Do you people not have stuff to do on a Friday afternoon? Hello to all the usual people that are popping up here and whatnot. See, I've not even slowed down chat or popped it out or anything. Should I enable slow mo? Nah, there's not that many of you. How do I pop out chat again? Dean, help. Where's Dean? There you go. Doink, pop out chat. There we go, I can read you now. Right, 2 minutes and then I'll get to a proper vlog. I'll just say hello to all the people that aren't doing anything this afternoon. Right, Bern92, Rob, Michael, Daniel, Jess, Lucas, Jammy Jam Jar. That's an awesome username, Jammy Jam Jar. Richard, Jordan, Chris. Oh, there's Jeff from Canada. Come on, the Canadians. Moody World, Max Spoonymore. Spoonymore, that's a great name as well. Ryan, Jeff. I don't know how to say that name. Radislav. Radislav? I need to drink some whiskey, vodka for that one. Ronald, Mr. Gibbs. Afternoon, young Mr. Todd. Thank you. Alistair Cameron. Hello, Alistair. Michael, Andy. How you doing, Andy? John. My God. Jay's Vape Reviews. Was it today your birthday? No. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or today? I can't remember now. It's the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Oh, Gadula. Oh, hello, hen. Sorry, I was going. Yes, hello. Rob, Darren, Tony's adding Punisher to the list. Quite right, Tony. Mr. Gibbs says he's retired, so he's lots of spare time. Andy's off work with a. He's off because he's got a broken foot. How the hell did you manage that? Bob. As always, if I can't pronounce your name, you're now called Bob. I apologise. It's quite embarrassing. I spent my whole time in Germany calling everybody Bob. That's just it. There's Sasha. Sasha, you great big galumphing galoot of a man. Hopefully you'll forget that for next time he sees me, because he'll beat the shit out of me. Jonas from Sweden. Andrew Sputz 40. Hello. Charles. Oh, there's somebody from Denmark. There's Thor. Rob is working at his vape shop. What are you doing watching this then? Sean Dingo. Dingo Custom Luthers. How do I know that Dingo Custom? I recognise that name from somewhere. There's more people from Canada. Ron, Mr. Mark Elliott, the one, the only. Mark Elliott, very famous man. He's an admin in UK Squonkers. Everybody knows him. And it was Jay Vape Reviews' birthday today. Many happy returns. Rado, thank you for simplifying that for me. John from EVL. Why is everybody calling me a bobag or fanny boz? That's terrible. Jeff Schwartz, tomorrow is his birthday. Many happy returns tomorrow when it comes, Jeff. And bonjour de France, Todd. Bonjour, back at you. That's from Frederick. There's Beastmaster Taff. How do I shit? Yep. Right, I've got an Austin. Sorry, Austin Green. Hello, Austin. Jenny from Sweden. We're taking attendance. Mueller. Anyone? Sorry. Unless you're my age, you won't get that one. And right, let's towards the new. Yeah. There's Francis 26 from the Philippines. Robert Sands. Chris Grimes is called me a numpty heed. And Bruno from Belgium. That's it. Dingo Customs sent me a few pics of a timber mod a while ago. I knew I'd spoken to you. Socrates, the cab driver, hello. And Carol, Alfred from Portsmouth, Brandon's almost Canadian, is in Maine, and Diego is from Spain, and Dominic is there as well. Right, how will that do? Can I'll start the other ones now, because this is and Ronald, he says it's his birthday as well. Okay, right, usual carry on. We'll go left to right in the shed and we'll just wing it from there. And the last installment on the cars, I promise you now, the very, very last installment on the cars, because yeah, I don't have any left to show you. I think that's it. Unless I manage to sell the BMW between now and next week. However, right, what I'm vaping on today, I've actually just put away what I was vaping on. I posted it on Instagram. I was vaping on the Hydrogen Focus Dance. There we go. I just took the battery out to charge it. So there's my Hydrogen V2. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And on that I was vaping with God's good old Emio, the Tilly-Mahus Armed Eagle. No, it's the Eagle and it's armed, and it's by God. No, this is really nice. I do actually vape with this quite a lot, and I'll do a close-up with it at some point down the line. And oh, there's more people. I will get back to chat in a second. I'll get back to chat in a second. So that's what I was vaping on when I started off this morning. I'm now vaping on these Northern Dream mods. This has a name now. This now has a name. Mel gave me a shout, and it's now called the GR1. The GR1. Now, I'm not going, if you watched my last vlog, you'll have heard me cooing and waxing lyrically. Waxing lyrically? Is that what I'm trying to say? Anyway, but yes, I really like this a lot. An awful lot. I'll stop there. Anyway, so Squonker, and that is a Narca, and that is a Siam Mods drip tip on top. And I'm back. Well, I'll tell you about this. That's actually remember I told you that Coilmaster sent me on a pile of Squonk bottles, and I kind of just went meh, and that was it. It's actually quite good. It's the stiffness is between a Mod Maker 510 bottle and a stupidly soft silicon Squonk bottle. It's bang in the middle, and I really like it. I think somebody told me it's a, yeah, we'll not go there. But anyway, that's what I'm vaping with just now. And I haven't got a clue. Nata, that's what I'm vaping in that. Nata, Portuguese custard stuff. It's gorgeous. Also vaping on for you old buggers in here that will remember what this is. That's a medieval Squonker. This was a present I was given by an awfully nice man. And on that is the Papillon. from Gus, and I think it's 16mm. This is just a little squonker. And I've told you about this one before. That little Papillon Bob by Gus is, this is, try one. Just try one. If you like your squonking and like little 16mm, give it a bash. See, I worry about chat because I don't trust you lot one bit, because I know something will be going on somewhere. Oh, Chris Grimes is saying Ogvape posted up about the nut inside the squonk box. No, I never saw that, but please, where? And I'll go and have a look. Where? Miller Wah has got a GR1 on the way. Good man. Let me know what you think, because I just absolutely love it. There's Dahidro from Belgium. Hello. Vape Don't Smoke. 360 videos and more. It says review the Golden Greek Armed Eagle. It's a good atomizer. Right, next. Right. I got a box from a company that I can't remember now. Oh, DigiFlavor. And it was a massive box, and it's full of bloody hats and t-shirts designed for the smaller gentleman. So yeah, kind of won't fit me. Anyway, but buried inside that, two of these things. The DigiFlavor Mesh Pro. Now, I'm vaping this on, this is, remember I got this from Rick at modmaker.co.uk. So that's it on top, and it's a mesh RDA like that. Doink, hopefully you can see that. Actually, well this, give me a second, see if this actually works. Close up. Oh, look at that, we have close-ups. And it's out of focus. Hey! Let's see if we can focus this. Configure video. Configure video. There we go. Oh. Right. Listen, this is just a mesh RDA. There's nothing exciting. It's got a nice deep well on it. I don't even know if there's a squonk pin with it yet. I haven't tried it, but yeah, it kind of goes something like that. It's listen, the thing with this is that it comes with different kinds of mesh as well. I think it's got Kanthal, stainless steel, and other stuff going on there. And it's dead easy to build on. Get your mesh in there. If you do not get that cotton wedged tight against the mesh, then I've got to watch what I say here, because yeah, don't want to say something stupid like pipe bomb. Look how that turned out last time. No, there was a tiny little bit, this is the second build I've put in it, there was a tiny little gap in the middle where the mesh wasn't touching. So when it was saturated, I mean heavily saturated, it was vaping great. And then just for a split second, I mean it looked saturated, there was nothing against that, a tiny little bit of mesh. So I took 80 watts going through it, pushed the fire button, flames. It's just nuts. You have to make sure that your wicking material is making contact with that mesh everywhere, that there can't be a gap. Ramp the wattage up, and yeah, and it just, there's part of me, because I'm a bit of a dick, I would love to say lots of horrible things about this and how it's shit. Being brutally honest, turn the power up really, I mean, I'm saying turn it up a lot. This is not a lot for some people. I mean, I'm up about 80 watts, and I am getting plenty of flavour, and it's not half bad. It's cool, that's the only thing. 80 watts, and it's not a hot vape. I said all this in the Tayfun BT review as well. It's exactly the same. It's kind of, it's cool. You would really have to ramp it up a lot more if you wanted a slight warmth to your vape. But it's not shit. It's definitely not shit. So that's the I forget what's it called. Did I say it was the Mesh Pro RDA by DigiFlavor. There you go. I've absolutely no idea how much that costs, if it's out yet, if that's retail. By Jay, enjoy your birthday. I really have no idea. I just I get why, you know, the vape market is always looking for something new, or it wants to rehash something old to sell you something new, if that makes sense. So I get why they've done this. I just, to me, I don't see the point in it, but that's just me because I vape completely different to the majority of the vaping public these days. And Jeff Schwartz says, so we've gone from pipe bomb to flamethrower. Yes. And as seems to be the way these days, the only way to get your subscription count up is to slag off other people, or is to make statements that will get you into trouble. Since pipe bomb did it so well for me last time, I think we will go for flamethrower. Yes. Maybe not. Right. What's next? Boink. Now. Vaping biker Fanny Boz. He's a lovely man. Yes, he's a lovely man. He's small and cuddly, but he is a lovely man. No, I won't get into that. I was going to get into something else there. Right, I'll tell you what else I was going to show you. Now, and as Dean is here, he will know about this himself. This is the thing with Chinese companies. You agree to review something for them, and you review something for them ages ago, and then things start turning up in your mailbox and stuff you don't want, and I don't know if I'm going to review them. I don't even know what they're called. I'll show you them anyway. These turn, I think, this wee thing. That's that. So, according to this, it's variable voltage. I'm sure it does lots of other things as well. I just haven't had the time to go through it yet. Do you know what I'm using it for? I have a CBD oil in this, and that's what I've been using it for. I will say that getting around the menu system is pretty damn easy. It's just 3 clicks and you get into a screen like that, and you can just cycle through it. The only thing is the tank that comes with it, the GS Air, which was not a bad tank. This is like its big brother, if you like. The only issue I have with this is it's a bottom fill. I think the days of bottom fill tanks where you have to unscrew this and then unscrew the bottom, they should be long gone. This should be top. If this was top fill, it wouldn't be bad, but the way it is just now, nah. But the mod is, it only arrived the other day, and I've not really looked at it much, but I'll have a play with it, and I'll give you some feedback on it. Because right now I would just be reading off a box, which isn't fair. But it's not. Can you mouth along it? Let's turn this down. See. Oh, you can mouth along this. Oh, that's good. But you can get a restricted lung hit as well. Right. The other thing that I can't. Oh, these mods came from Vape Sourcing in China, I think. The other thing they sent me Vaping Biker is saying, is that a touchscreen? No, it's not, my friend. The other thing that got sent on was this, the Wismec thing, the CB60. And I saw Mr. Vaping V1CK, I'm sure I saw him showing this off as well. I'm sure he had a purple one as well. Anyway, that's, yeah, it's got a built-in battery once again, and I'm vaping it at 15 watts. It's a mouth to lung. It is a mouth to lung. And I can tell you now that I've made a mistake putting 80% VG. And 80 VG in this just doesn't work right at all. And also, gap! Gap! Oh, you won't see it. But there's a gap. It's screwed right down. And I can see daylight. In the bin. And that you're going to need a 60-40 or a 50-50 in this. It just will not wick with a heavy VG at all. Or my one isn't, I should say. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at chat. Touch Scream, the man with the sprocket, Dean the Vaping Biker, wisdom from the man in the shed, almost more important than work, suits you, the purple makes your eyes pop. What else we got going on here? There's so I've gone from pipe bomb. Yeah, don't play with fire. I try not to. Oh, Squeak Man was in there, was he? I don't see him. Where did he go? Oh, there's Chris. Hello, Chris. No, please don't send me any t-shirts, Chris. Don't. I wouldn't say no to the sunglasses, but I'm not interested in the t-shirts. Right. The Jim Chinnery, no, stop, is the Entheon, Mr. Todd. I need to know. The Entheon, I know nothing about it. Sorry, that's, I'm pretty sure Dean's got one. You haven't reviewed it yet, have you, Dean? I bet you, there you go. Go watch the Vaping Biker. He will have a review for it soon, I think. Now, what else have I been... Right, I'll mention this just now. Now, I bumped into Dale from the Yorkshire Vapor when I was down at Expo in Birmingham. Now, on Monday there on the Yorkshire Vapor website, you will be able to buy CBD oil from them. And he sent me some boxes in different strengths. Total skeptic. I'm a total skeptic when it comes to the CBD stuff, and I know next to nothing about it. Okay, I know next to nothing about it. But I was standing out talking to Dale and a bunch of other guys for quite some time about it, and I have a problem when I go to bed. Well, when I try get to bedtime, my brain drops a gear and starts going at 1,000 miles an hour, and I don't sleep. I basically don't sleep. It's the small hours of the morning before I go to sleep, and I'm up early, and I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. So there you go. And basic anxiety and all that other stuff. Oh, there you go. Vaping Biker saying review is up for the Entheon tonight or tomorrow. You can't remember because he's old. And Chris is saying sunglasses and chocolate. Sunglasses and chocolate is always a good idea. So anyway, this stuff arrived. So as I said, you know, you'll be able to buy this from the Yorkshire Vapor website come Monday. Now, honestly, this is how I've got on. This is my honest opinion after dealing with it for a couple of days. This is 1,000 milligram. Is it 1,000 milligram? This stuff. So, 3 drops of this under my tongue before I've gone to bed at night for the past 2 nights. Slept like a log. Slept like a log. Honestly. Head on pillow and just falling asleep. Like I've not fallen asleep in years and years. And that's no bullshit. I have nothing to gain by telling you anything. that's how it worked for me. I can't tell you how it will work for other ailments, or how it would work for you, or anything like that. I can't tell you. All I know is that 3 drops under my tongue, half an hour or so before I go to bed, and my brain just drops. I don't zone out, I don't get high, I don't get anything like that. It's not like, dude, or stuff like that. You just takes it down a notch. I said to Dale, it's like, you know that feeling when you get into a hot bath? It's kind of like that. So, yes, that's worked for me. Also, I have tried, he does these other bottles. Now these come, you can vape this stuff, and it comes in different flavors. I think it's 2 different flavors, and comes in different strengths. Now I have the 300 milligram stuff, and I've been vaping it in this little thing, and just vaping it for 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes in this. It's the same. It's just very, very relaxing. It's not a high. I'm not, you know, anything like that. Not a high at all. I just feel relaxed, chilled. That's it. The only thing I will say, and I've got to be honest as always. Now it is flavoured, and I think that this is a strawberry or a raspberry one. Yeah, there's no, this doesn't make you high, okay? There's none of that stuff in this at all. So this is nothing to do with being a stoner or drugs or anything like that. It's nothing like it at all. All that stuff is sucked out of this. How's that for a technical explanation? Now, when I vape this at first, so if I sit down, I pick this up and I vape this away, I do get it tastes of raspberry and whatnot, and strawberry, and I get a flavour. But there is an undercurrent of it's not now. There's something underneath that. It's almost like an earthy taste. It's hard to explain. That's why I would only vape this for 10-20 minutes, just the occasional puff, because the first few puffs are nice, you get a nice taste from it, but if you vape it for any longer than that, then it gets really earthy and just not gritty, but just, it's not, there's something there that I don't like. I personally don't like, but I just mention it. So there you go. That do you? Any questions on that one? No? Anybody? Do you lung hit the CBD, or is it more suited mouth to lung? Only curious, as I've heard it's expensive. I wouldn't lung hit this at all. I would just mouth to lung it. And like I said, it's just a couple of hits that I'm taking, Mark. I'm not sitting here vaping for ages. No. I vape it long enough to get the feeling that I want from it. It takes me down a notch, and that's just a few vapes, and that's it. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll talk about it. I'm going to use it for a wee bit longer. Austin Green's asking, a local shop sells CBD, tell us how much it costs. Well, you'll have to wait until Monday, because that's when the site, he starts selling it on the site. It's on the Facebook group just now. If you go along to the Yorkshire Vapor Facebook group, you'll actually, no, there is, what was it? I don't know if this will work. At Yorkshire CBD. Try typing that into your address bar. Or I'll try it here. CBD. I see, there's nothing actually list. Oh, hang on. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll how do I get chat back? Talking to myself. Doink, doink, doink. That should work. If you're in chat, you should see that, and if you're not in chat, then it's down there. Facebook.com/Yorkshire CBD. Go and have a look. Right. People are asking if it's expensive or whatnot. What Dale said to me that he was trying to make it a lot cheaper than what you see other stuff sold for. But I will point, I mean, I do actually think that this bottle here, this big 1000mg bottle, I think it's about 30ml bottle. Could be wrong, it could be around about 80 quid. But 3 drops, that's all I'm taking out of this. 3 drops. Shit, I'm going to stop. It's sounding like an advert now. I don't want to, yeah. There you go. Go and do your research. Go and do your research. There's people out there that know about this stuff. I obviously don't. I can just share my experience. Now, remember this. The Max Woodpecker. So, I showed this off. Brand name again, Todd. It's in the chat. It's Yorkshire Vapor. Facebook.com/Yorkshire Vapor CBD. There you go. Right, so the Woodpecker. Now, I said that I really liked this. I like being able to see the battery here. I like this big gap here for squonking. The only thing I didn't like was that there's lots of movement in the door and the magnets weren't that strong and the contact was a bit stiff. Well, it turns out this is actually a prototype one. The ones that are for sale at Steam Island, steamisland.com, are the production ones. This was just sent on as a little gift. The doors are fixed, the contacts fixed, everything's fixed. So basically the one that I have here was just a prototype that they just wanted to gift me. It wasn't for review or anything like that, it was just a present. So, but as always, I have to tell you what I actually have in my hands. I can only judge it based on what I have. So, but apparently all the issues I have with mine don't exist in the retail version. Go along to Steam Island, go and speak to Rob, and you get 2 doors with it and a button. 2 buttons as well. I'll actually show you this. Rob actually sent me this on. Look at that. A nice little bit of slate. I thought that was quite smart. Sorry, that was totally off there. But anyway, we shall stop. Now, other stuff to show you. I'm still vaping away with Fukai. This, still vaping away with that. I think that's going to be about £50–55. If the Squonk bottle was bigger, I wouldn't really have any issue with this. Other than the fact that it says it's 150 watts. That's shit. That is just shit. There's no way that's 150 watts. No way on this planet, is it? I'll get round to doing a review on that. I will. I have finally cracked this, the Tanko, the Otis Tanko. I'm getting good results out of this, and it's vaping quite well. It's vaping quite well. What else? That's it. That's it. I need a vape. Bonfire. Oh, here's the thing. Sinistral is saying, how are you getting on with dual coils in the B2K? Right. For those of you that haven't seen it, but I did review the B2K, and I'll just pop this off just now. Can't get the top cap off. There we go, boink. Right, let's see if I can't do a close-up, see if this will focus. Bear with me as always. Boink. Boink. I hate doing manual focus on video. You see that okay? Because that's only a day old. But there we go, that's dual 3mm inner diameter coils in there on the B2K. It works great. It works great, and it's just like you would expect from anything that you stick 2 coils in as opposed to 1 coil. The flavour is actually very, very good from it, and I found it. I didn't find it difficult to build on. You know, even though it's not necessarily designed for dual coils, I would say, but I was able to vape dual coil no problem. And for those of you that now I did the review, I did mention that I put a little thing up here when I was talking about it. I did say that I didn't know if the spitback protector came out or not. I couldn't get mine to push out. There's a reason that it doesn't push out, is because it's actually threaded, and it's actually threaded really, really well. So that spitback protector goes into all the other drip tips as well. But this probably will get, unless something really amazing comes in between now and then, it's not necessarily my favourite RDA, but I probably think as a good quality RDA and the extras you get with it is possibly the best bang for buck on the market. I think, personally. It is quite smart, and I will be keeping this and I will be using it. So, what else? Let's boosh bang. Yes, save changes. And Tony's ordered it. Can you fit a mod maker bottle in the Fukai, says Stephen. No, you can't. It's a 5ml bottle. It's tiny. It's small, and you just can't get anything else in it. Andy Summerfield saying the Fukai is really hard to squeeze. It's a silicone bottle, soft silicone bottle. I don't find it hard to squeeze at all. It's quite easy to squonk with. Where else? There's somebody saying, hi Todd, did you talk with Phil Bissardo about review the Aries RTA? Will you review it? I've had a shot in it when, where was I? I was at an expo and I got a shot. Was it Germany? No. Where? I can't remember where now. I got to see it and I got a shot of it somewhere. And if I get one, if it turns up, then yes, I will show it off. I don't know if it's going to turn up or not. I have no idea. I really don't know. Right, that's we're getting there. Fukai. Socrates got the drop RDA the other day. He loves it. Yep, Paris. That was it. Thank you to Sinistral and Vape and Biker. Why can't call him Belen? Stop calling me Belen, even if it's true. Right, look, there's Doink. Now, if I take that out, there's the bottle in there. Okay, we'll take that out. Take that out, and we'll try putting a mod maker in. Can you see how far the mod maker bottle's sitting out there? No chance. It just will not fit in. It's got a really narrow diameter to it, the bottle. In fact, I shall tell you, because I'm a sharing, caring individual that way. Yeah, it's about 15.7, 15.8 mil in diameter, the bottle. So it's a shame, because I don't know how they could have. They just got a bigger bottle in there. It would have been great, especially at the price they're selling it for. Anyway, there we go. Mark's got a good point there. 5ml bottle isn't drastic. It's still better than dripping. Fair comment. It's a fair comment. 5ml. The thing I will say is that the RDA that comes with it, you will go through 5ml in a couple of hours, because you have to really put silly builds in it. But I have been vaping it also with just like an Arda, and the battery lasts well enough. Right, that's that. Okay. Can I go? Oh, no! Cars! Oh, no! Other stuff! Right. For those of you that don't know, Have I still got the Right, here we go. Can you see? Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Right, there you go. Can you see? So that's a power bank, and there's a cable going all the way up there, and you won't be able to see it. No, you won't be able to see it. You see that? I now have proper ventilation in the shed. Yes. Well, not ventilation, but extraction. So now when I'm vaping away, I just and out it goes. It's brilliant. It's just a couple of little computer fans, and I've hooked it up to, I mean, I could have plugged it into the wall and whatnot, but I'm really limited on the amount of plugs that I have available here. So I've plugged, that's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery bank, power bank, and that lasts for 2 days before I have to recharge it. So sorted. I can keep the door closed, I can keep the heat in, and it works. It works. So as usual, rather than going down the professional route of, you know, getting an extractor fan put in, wired into the lights with a separate switch, I just did a hashy-bashy job and threw something together. Oh, speaking about hashy-bashy, I actually printed this off earlier on. Doink. I don't know who this is, but SG Mods. I've just finished printing that about an hour ago, actually. It's a Joule 18650. Doink. So it's a parallel Joule 18650 squonker, and it's got a little button with it as well. Boom. Can you see that? There. So it's got the button and everything to go with it. It's the door's a bit of a. It's all right. It's all right. The only thing is that once I've printed it in PLA, so you know I won't be using any silly builds on it, and the ModMaker 510 does sit on the top, not recessed. The copper strips that I have from ModMaker don't fit because it's, you know, they have to be longer. So Dean pointed me to Amazon, where you can buy roofing straps, copper roofing straps. So I'll buy some of them and I'll go from there. And just, I'm not a solar power or a wind power could do the job. Shut up. It's not going to happen. I'm happy with what I've got. Leave me alone. And it's Scotland. We don't have sun here. And Mr. Elliott's saying, oh yeah, I made a big bonsai watering can as well on my printer. It's in the house, mate. Sorry, it's in the house. Right. I've nothing to drink. I've nothing to drink. Oh, there's people from Germany and from the USA. Hello. Now, I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can. Because I want to go back and watch the rest of, I want to start watching The Punisher. Watch one episode, it was awesome, and I want to go and binge on the rest. What we'll do, I'm going to have one last vape. I better prime this before I blow myself up with my pocket flamethrower. Look, I'm getting through that gin and bramble. It's almost gone. From Lancashire Steam Company. It's very, very nice. Very nice. Right. Clouds, bro. Said the man in a plaid shirt and a cardigan. That's just wrong. Right. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for the whole car thing. This is going to be the last installment of the cars. You'll be glad to know. So, here we go. This is going to be for... Well, a lot of the cars I've shown you were actually Japanese imports, but this is where I kind of went a bit daft. After the MR2s, after I'd been through all the MR2s, I decided I wanted something a little bit bigger because I was putting on the beef and was getting a bit chunkier, and getting in and out of the MR2 was a bit of a struggle. So before you start taking the piss, this is where it started. This was a Mark IV Supra, and I had that for quite some time, as in I think I had it for at least 4 or 5 months. I loved that car. That was just a beastie of a car. I got a custom exhaust made for it, and I didn't do much to it apart from polish it, put an exhaust on it and drive it like a bloody idiot. So I had that for a while, and I really enjoyed the Supras, but there was one thing I wanted to get. Now, there was a guy on the Mark IV Supra Owners Club who stayed over in Livingston, and he actually owned he owned this. This was a Mark III Supra twin turbo with a 1JZ engine in it. Now, the twin turbo version of the Mark III, rare as hen's teeth. This had been breathed on. This was insanely fast. Suspension, engine, absolutely everything was tweaked on it, and it was mint. Well, it was mint when I finished with it on the bodywork. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I can't tell you how much I loved that car. That was a beast and a half. More photos there. Yep, there's more photo. There's an old photo as well. So the problem with that one was that when I had that, I actually ended up getting sciatica. So I had to sell that. I had that and I had the Audi TT at the same time. And I ended up, I couldn't actually get in and out of them because my back and my whole leg was just gone. So I ended up getting the Shogun, which broke my heart because I hardly put any miles on that at all, hardly any. But aside from that, so that was the Mark III. Actually before them, I actually had this. This was my little Scooby, my WRX. This was just a basic Jap import WRX. Once again, I went to town on the detailing and all the rest of it, wheels, exhaust, and so on. I loved that car a lot. I really loved that car. The only problem was that I ended up selling it because it was practical. That was a 4-door or 5-door, 4-door. It didn't drink petrol if you didn't drive it like a fanny, and I absolutely loved it. The problem was that you did drive like a fanny in it, and you drove like a hooligan, and nobody would let you out at traffic lights, and everybody came up your arse and wanted to make you drive like an idiot. It was just brilliant, brilliant cars. And on my bucket list would be a P1. My wee brother has had a P1. He's had so many Scoobies you wouldn't believe it. But and I would love a P1. He had one. Lucky Bampot. Mr. Elliott said, yeah, I did. I've shown the S2 quite some time ago now, mate. Yes, I see you, small dog. Right, moving on. We also had this. This was a Mark II Mitsubishi GTO twin turbo. Just been attacked by a dog. So I had that, and I had stupid exhausts on it, and it had I don't know what to tell you about that. It just, look at that, what, that space in there. Listen, the GTO, the twin turbo, very fast car, very fast, handled great, 4-wheel drive, active spoilers, the lot. Beautiful car to drive, but maintenance, running it, looking after it, shockingly bad. The fact that it looked like it was sitting on stilts just drove me up the wall. It just drove me up the wall. And you're all just cheeky shites, and I'm just reading the comments. Right, I think I'm almost done. What have I got left? Oh, I had another Supra. I forgot about this one. I had another Mark IV. This was just a normally aspirated one. This was a facelift edition, but it had a few bits. Oh, that was my old work. But it was, do you know, in the white, it was kind of stunning. And I hardly put any miles on that either. I kind of polished it up, tarted it up, and sold it on. Which seems quite strange considering how much these actually go for now. And the last one to show you is my last car that I owned before the Beamer. Bob. That was it. Toyota Altezza. That was the car that I've owned the longest in my life. I got rid of all the other fancy cars. I got this one, and it just did everything I needed to do. And I miss Bob. I really do miss Bob. A lot. It was a great car. Rear wheel drive. It's only 210 brake horsepower, but it did the job. That's it. No more car talk. None at all. Do you mind? Not on film, please. Right. Seriously. Right. I've no more car. As some of you know, I've now got a BMW 5 Series 530 that I am trying to pimp up to make myself look like a drug dealer and somebody going through the male menopause. And right, I'm going to go. It's not. Oh, sorry. No, nobody's cracked. Alexa's joke. Awesome. Yes. Basemaster Taff says was the Type UK. The Type UK was a nice motor. It was a very nice motor. You're a wee monster. You throw me off. So that's it with the car stuff. I'm done dusted. I've grown up. I don't have the disposable income like I used to have in those days. That was working in IT. I just went stupid with cars. And there's actually a whole host of cars that I haven't actually shown you that just probably wouldn't interest man nor beast. So that's that. Now, who's asking? Let's go back. No. Foolish Vape says, where's the squonks you made, Todd? The squonkers that I made, I've gone. I did a charity raffle for a Narda and 2 squonk mods, and they've gone. Posted, they went to America, of all places. And Robert Cromwell, do you know that I can block you just by pushing a button? So, just don't. No indicator jokes. Just don't. And obviously, I was going to say that rickmodmaker.co.uk has also made that file for that 3D printed box that I've shown off in the past. That file is now available from his website. So if you have access to a 3D printer, you can go off, download it and print it. And he just updated it today to make the door just a little bit smaller. So there's a new version out. I suddenly have an urge to vape lots of CBD oil. This just stresses the living crap out of me. Right, what have I been watching? I've not actually been watching much of anything, to be brutally honest. My subscriptions, there's not much in it. Usually speaking of cars, Harry's Garage. Harry's Garage. I like watching Harry's Garage. That's a good, anyway. Casey Neistat's got a new video up with really terrible news. Don't know what that is. Not watched it yet. I watched the Ideal Home show. Congratulations to the guy with the moustache. To the guy with the moustache with the accent that is even worse than mine. Mr. Blythe, congratulations on becoming the 4th presenter. I obviously applied and got turned down because I didn't have enough experience, and so there you go, bastards. Anyway, it was a good show, and this is, I'm not dismissing anything the guys have done in the past, but it was, I liked the news and I liked the things that James brought up and was talking about, that what was going on in the vape world. I really enjoyed that. It was, I think he's bringing something new to the show, which I think it possibly needed, or it's just bringing something to the show that interests me more. So, but it was still fun. It was still great fun as always. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on. So well done, Mr. Blythe. He does foolish vapes, Todd's reviews. He does foolish vapes. Goodness to God, I have absolutely no idea what this means. Foolish vapes. Do you have Instagram? He does. I have Instagram. I know what Instagram is. I don't follow anybody on Instagram, but yes, I was going somewhere. Anyway, videos I've been watching. Suck My Mod put up a video for the D Pro 133 kit, and he said the same. The O-rings were, no, he didn't say they were shit. He said they weren't that good. Yeah, but he made the same point. Now, Coiler actually contacted me, and they've posted in the video to say that the final release versions don't have that issue. So thank you to Coilart for once again another Chinese company sending out pre-production mods to reviewers and not telling them. It's so frustrating. It really is. And this is happening so much these days. I'll not go off on a tangent and start moaning about it, but I'm reviewing one thing and saying it's this, and they're selling something different. It's just not on. It shouldn't be happening. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mr. Vaping V1CK. I did watch your vlog. I've not watched your review. I did watch Mr. Beardy Man. I watched his review on. No, I didn't watch the review. I just watched the summary. I can't watch his full review. He just, yeah. The Luna Squonk mod, which looks really smart, and it is really smart. It gets you wood at under $100. There you go. That's how you title your YouTube videos. You're a dick. You really are. A Basardo video, the Inikin platform Aries RTA, which was 56 minutes long of two old men talking shite, and they showed you the Atty at the end. You pair of blethering, it's Wardolph, was it Wardolph and Statler? Is it? That's what they're like, the pair of them. Love them to bits, but they can talk more shite than me, and that's saying something. We'll see how it goes. I hope I get a hold of one, and I hope I get to try it. And I didn't, well I did, I watched, yes obviously I watched the new Mighty Car Mods video, I watched the Slow Mo Guys video, and that's all I've watched. I've not watched the Plumes in ages. I'm really sorry, I've not watched the Plumes in ages. I did videos, I think I did videos, my channel. I did videos. I'm doing a video just now. Right, it was kind of China week, kind of, which was kind of funny because nobody watches my videos anyway, especially when it's from China. I did the Azeroth Squonker and D Pro RDA, which was, yeah, I did the D Pro 133 kit, which I actually quite liked. Yeah, I did quite like that. And also I reviewed the iJoy Capo 100 watt mod, which I also really liked. I thought that was very good. I know that the batteries aren't getting, the battery that comes with it's getting a lot of hate, but for the way I vaped it wasn't much of an issue. But if you're looking for 100 watts, here's the thing. You don't buy a 100 watt mod if you're wanting to vape at 100 watts. It doesn't work like that. Take 20% off the top. Apply that to everything in the vaping world. That's kind of my way of looking at it anyway. It could be wrong, but hey-ho, there you go. And the B2K RSA Crank Edition by BB Vapes, which I've already talked about, which I absolutely loved. And that's it. And there's actually some idiot doing a live vlog just now. I am going to try and stop this now because I want to go and watch Punisher. Right. Foolish Vape says, I love your work, mate. And he's called Foolish Vapes. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I'm only kidding. Thank you very, very much. The Modmaker Squonker body and door is available on Shapeways. So if you wanted to, you could get it in Alumide as well. There's a thing. Peter Meach, who hasn't insulted me this week, strangely enough. That's close to breaking Trade Descriptions Act if they send you something different from retail without... I don't know, I'm just a reviewer. Any nerds presents? Who follows 60 symbols? What the hell? No idea, thank you. Todd, Saturday with Fresh and Friends tomorrow. We love you. There we go, there's a little plug for tomorrow. Saturday DIY with Fresh and Friends. It's Fresho3, isn't it? Is that the name of the channel? Once again, they usually have a small beardy man that comes on that as a guest host. I have absolutely nothing else to tell you. Review wise for next week, I will get to the Tanko, the Otis Tanko. There's a thing, I'm sure that was really, really expensive, but I'm sure I saw it for sale for about £60, which doesn't seem quite so bad now. Posty, Posty. If I suddenly go now, it's because I've just hit the stop streaming button, because there's the postman, post van. Bastard! He's gone next door. Hate it when that happens. Sorry, just not to be rude. Yeah, see there. I'm just. He's just gone next door. And I honestly think that I don't know if I'm going. I'm not going to review the Mesh Pro thing. I'm not going to review that. That's not my kind of, no. It's not for me. I have had a few other mod makers get in touch with me this week. I've got a couple of nice things coming from the Philippines, a couple of nice things coming from Russia, and I've also got some things coming from Inikin. I've got the lift tank shall be here on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. I've had updates from Mr. Vape and Biker, who already has his, because obviously he's more important than me and gets it before me. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. If you're anything like me, you'll be strapped to the TV watching Punisher and doing bugger all else other than listening to your wife shouting at you for doing nothing that you're being told to do. Have a great weekend, and as always, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry that this was a lazy live show. Thank you to everybody from all over the place that took time out of your Friday afternoon to watch. I do appreciate that, and that's it. I need to stop doing this stuff. I need to go back and get a real job. Anyway, thank you. We'll speak to you later. Thanks to everybody in chat. Bye.